Hello and a very warm welcome to Koh Tao International School. May I introduce to you Claire Wyndham, the founder and manager of Koh Tao International School. Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to see you all.
And you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Claire Wyndham. I'm the founder and manager of Koh Tao International Primary. I've been here for 5 years on Koh Tao. It's a small island in the south of Thailand. And I did this crazy thing and started a charity school on this small island for the Burmese community that we have here that migrate from Burma, and also for the local Thai children and all of the expat children that live here because their parents have businesses. I mainly founded the school because I had a house that is just down the road actually from here, and the house sat on the back of a Burmese village. We have many Burmese villages here in Koh Tao where the kids live in shacks, and my children had nice toys, and I had a nice balcony, so they would all come up and play, and yeah, I got to know the community, and then they slowly started to disappear around age 3-4, and I realized that their parents were sending them home on their own to live with like grandparents or aunties or uncles because they couldn't school them here, and they would spend years apart. So I was really distressed by that, and I had my little boy at the time, and my little girl was on the way, and I had to do something about it. And so I came up with this idea that we could do a not-for-profit school, and that the expatriate kids could help fund the school because they had more money. And it just sort of grew. It sort of organically grew as we went along. You know, people joined in, and then more people got interested, and before you knew it, we were this sort of thing that was just taking over my life.
What do the children learn here, basically? What is the...
We're a unique school because the kids are from very different backgrounds. And the backgrounds they come from often require us to do a lot of developmental work with them as well. So they may come from small villages in the middle of Burma. They may have been raised with not a lot of stimulation. Their parents work a lot. Some of the kids will just have been wandering around the first few years of their life, you know, not really having any structure or rules or anything. So we do teach them the basics of becoming part of a group of people, socializing, all the way up to, you know, fine motor skills and how to hold a pencil, or how to, and funnily enough, you can come across a 6-year-old that can't hold a pencil. Mm-hmm. You know, that's a thing that's real. You know, they might be able to play with sticks and things, but no one's done this kind of work with their small little fingers, and you don't realize that these things are so important until you see a child that's 6 years old that can't actually hold a pencil properly. We teach them from these basic developmental things all the way up to basically becoming good learners, and how to learn for yourself, how to question things, and how to investigate and research for yourself, because we want them to be able to survive without us. We want them to be able to go on and be good learners. The international part comes in with the curriculum because we cover, it's an international level subject. So the kids learn, it's not just English and maths. The kids are learning science, art, geography, music, lots of different subjects, but they learn them within themes very similar to how they do it in Finland. So they learn them under a theme. So we use the IPC curriculum, the International Primary Curriculum, which is really clever. We're not a business, you know, there is no business involved. All of the money that gets raised just goes to the school. Every penny goes to the kids, you know, and it goes to the teachers so that the teachers are happy.
So this leads us to the point how people can support the school?
We do need a lot of support. We rely on support, so that's mainly at the moment people go to our Amazon wish list and they buy what resources we need for the school. Other people choose to go to our website, which is kohtaoforkids.com, and it's basically you can go and have a look at some of our beautiful sponsored children, and you can sponsor a child. And we like to be quite transparent with that, so you get to follow them on social media. Many of our volunteers apply to come over and they visit their sponsored child and they experience teaching with them, and it's a really lovely relationship that they form. They send them presents for their birthdays and it's nice. And then other ways that people have helped is sending books, sending sometimes clothes is great, and shoes and things that you wouldn't think the kids need that they do. And of course, our main issue at the moment is we don't have a school. We have a bunch of buildings that we rent all over the neighbourhood. So we're trying to build a final building. And to do that, we need a heck of a lot of money. We're going to be putting the design out for that school soon. And we're going to be asking people around the world to help support us. And if anyone has anyone that they know who is connected to anyone that can help us raise money, then to please get in contact with us.
So this is the plan, to build one building?
One big school, yeah, for about 100, 150 kids. Yeah, and if this works and we get this blueprint right and perfect, exactly the way I want it to be, I'd like to just replicate it around the world, you know, which I think is completely possible.
And it also means children can come from all over the world?
All over the world, yeah, yeah. And I feel that happens now. Like, I feel like people seek us out sometimes for a particular experience for their family, short term, you know, like, oh, we have this X amount of time, we want to go away, like, you know, and they want to come and spend some time on the island, do some diving or whatever. And my child gets to have this life-changing cultural experience in a unique school where they'll get experiences they'll never get anywhere else in the world, you know. And that also helps fund the school. But it, you know, it's this beautiful win-win situation, you know, this give and take of the rest of the world and our little island.
So, and you have a piece of land to build the school you're dreaming of?
Yeah, we have a piece of land that a wonderful Thai man has let us rent, and because we need a particular amount of land by law for it to have a school license. So we have a bit over 2 rai of land that he's letting us rent. We've just cleared the land and now we are surveying it, and we've got some lovely architects in New York who help to build charter schools, who are going to be hopefully helping us do the design for that new building. And then we will put the design out there and we'll ask people to help us raise money to build it.
Wow.
And I mean, it's not that far-fetched considering where we've come. You know, we started off with sort of 8 kids on a balcony, and now we're 70 children, and we've got kids from 6 months old all the way up to, you know, 14. So.
All right. I think, yeah, I wish you all the best. May the school be built up soon.
Thank you.
And children come.
Thank you.
And people from all over the world support.
Yeah, that's what our main goal is, to get more support and more understanding of how important these things are, and that you can totally do this. This can be done. And you can see the children change so much. It's yeah, it's magical. It's really magical.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. 3 little ducks flew by one day.